What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Dev. Welcome back to Building Wealth with Dev. Now today, guys, I want to share the greatest personal finance lessons that have changed my life forever. Number one, rich people buy assets, guys. Assets are the magic word. Now there's 6 words that you must know if you're going to be financially successful. Income, number 1. Income is money that you have coming in. Expenses, number 2. Expenses are money that is going out every single month. Assets, that's that magic word right there. Assets put money in your pocket every single month, whether you work or you not work. Liabilities take money out of your pocket every single month. And the last 2 words are cash flow. You must know where your cash is flowing. When I learned the definition of assets, I realized that, okay, assets are different than a job, because if I make money from a job, I have to physically go to that job every single day to make money. But the cool thing about assets is assets put money in your pocket every single month without you physically having to go there every day to make and work for the money. So I'm like, oh, this is dope. So my wife and I, when I graduated from college, we decided that we wanted to start buying assets. We wanted to start buying assets in the form of rental properties. So what we did was we bought our first property in 2018, and we lived in that property for 1 year because that's all the bank required us to do. They wanted us to live in that property for 1 year. After 1 year was up, we turned around, we moved out of that property, and we bought a 2-unit apartment building. So we bought a duplex. We lived on one side, rented out the other side, rented out our first house, and we kept doing that same process, and we now own 9 properties that make us money every single month without us having to physically go work for them. Now, our properties are making us money in a few different ways. The first way our properties are making money, right? These are assets. Rich people buy assets, guys. The first way is through the rental income. So every single month, my tenants have to pay me money so that I can pay my mortgage, taxes, and insurance. Now, I also make some money on top of that for owning the property. Now, don't forget, there took a lot of sacrifice to be able to put myself in position to be able to buy these properties. I had to save up for years for my down payments. I had to save up so much time so that I can invest money into the properties to make them nice enough for people to want to live in them, right? So I do make something called cash flow, and that's the difference between how much I make on the property versus after I pay all my bills on the property. That difference right there, that gap, is called my cash flow. Rich people are assets, guys. We own 9 properties, and every single month, we make about $3,500 every single month from our real estate properties and passive income, our assets. Rich people buy assets. Number 2, rich people stay away from bad debt. People that I know who are extremely financially successful, a lot of times don't have any debt at all, guys. These people are going into car dealerships, and if they want a new car, they buy it cash. Now, guys, I'm not going front. I'm not in a position where I can go out to the car dealership and go buy a $40,000, $50,000 vehicle cash yet. I ain't got that type of bread. That would literally deplete all of my money. I ain't got that type of bread. But rich people, guys, what I've realized is they don't have a bunch of debt. A lot of the rich people that I know do not even have mortgages on their homes, guys. They are rich. They have a lot of money, and they no longer need to carry any sort of debt, especially not bad debt. Rich people stay far away from credit cards, guys. They stay far away from personal loans. They stay far away from student loans. Ugh, they ain't want none of that. They rich. They have no intention on ever getting any bad debt like that, guys. Rich people stay away from bad debt, and a lot of rich people stay away from any debt. A lot of the properties that they own are paid off. Their cars are paid off. They don't have any credit card debt. That's poor middle class people stuff. They stay away from that. Now, fortunately, my wife and I are in a really good financial position. We do have a little debt. Well, I'm not even going to say a little. We have quite a bit of debt because we have quite a few properties, and we do have some debt out on every single property that we own. But as far as in our personal lives, we are blessed to have no credit card debt, no personal loans, no student loans, and no car loan debt or motorcycle debt. All of our vehicles are paid off. But again, we do have some debt on our home that we live in, and then we do have debt on the rental properties that we have. But again, something that I've learned from rich people is a lot of times they stay away from all the debt, guys, which is crazy, but it's so cool. And one day we'll be completely debt free. Number 3, guys, the third greatest personal financial lesson that I've learned thus far in my life is that financially successful people live within their means, guys. They're not out here just buying big houses just to buy big houses. If they're buying a big house, they're buying it as an investment, guys. They're not just going out and buying it just because they want to show off to you. Financially successful people have no desire to prove to you that they have any money. They don't care. They're not going out and buying a new car just because they have the money to do so. If they go out and buy a new car, they truly want the new car. They're not just going out and buying it like a lot of poor people in middle class do just to try to impress their next door neighbor. The broke person next door, guys. Nobody's trying to do that when you're rich, guys. You don't have to do that. Rich people live within their means. That is something that I've applied to my life. I've hit a lot of strides over this past year. I told you guys in a previous video about a crazy car repair that I had this year that literally almost took me out the game. It was $5,000, guys, and it was just crazy. And I was just thirsty at that point to just go out and get a new car, but I didn't, guys. I decided to make that car repair, and I've decided to keep the car because the car seems to be in really good condition still. I think I just might have had a bad experience with that one part that went bad, and I'm going to keep it. I'm going to live below my means because I know that if I continue living below my means, I'll be able to continue investing a lot of money, and one day I'll be able to go out and buy whatever car I want. Cash, guys. That's my goal. I'm trying to live rich, guys. I want to buy assets, guys. I want to live within my means, and I want to stay away from as much debt as I possibly can, guys. Those are the 3 greatest personal finance lessons that I've learned thus far in my life. I'm 25 years old. Let me know down in the comments, what are the greatest personal finance lessons you've learned thus far in your life? I always want to learn new things, guys, and who knows? You put something down there that I like, I might include it in a video. Always remember, when God is in it, there is no limit. Your dream life is out there. You just got to find a way to go get it. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.